Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the War for Cybertron Siege Deluxe Class Spinister WFC-S48. Yes, apparently the last wave of siege. Yes, and you can see he is a helicopter, which comes in this box, of course. Yes, a typical siege box. Spinister there. His rank is there in the background of the box thing. Nice bit of artwork there of him shooting stuff. Top, you got the Decepticon symbol and the whatnot. Got copyrights and all barcodes and all that stuff on the bottom. You get the typical artwork on the side of Siege. On the back, you have, of course, the renders of his two modes, plus other stuff you can buy and use with him and all that stuff. Also comes with instructions, which you probably noticed right away that something's off. That's an Autobot symbol. These are red instructions. Hope someone screwed up, because this is supposed to be purple, and he's supposed to be Decepticon, but yeah, someone screwed up. But yeah, apparently this is a fairly common issue. I'm not sure if every copy has it or what, but yeah, enough of them have it that people have noticed. So that's a weird one, but it doesn't really affect anything too much other than color, because, well, it's still pretty easy to figure out what you're supposed to do with the transformation. But yeah, helicopter mode here. Yeah, you can see blue, purple, and pink. Very hot pink. With some gray for the rotors and stuff. But yeah, I think I'm kind of borrowing a little bit from Thew when he was from his old G1 review of Spinister, which is very synthwave. Yeah, it's perfect, like, synthwave representation here. Yeah, it's a good helicopter, I think. Overall, it's a pretty good. Kind of reminds me a bit of I guess he has an attack helicopter type stuff. I mean, there's some obvious parts where you can kind of see things, like his fists are just chilling out there. Yeah, there's a second helicopter cockpit just chilling out underneath, and yeah, this is hollow. You can see into that. Just yeah, there's some stuff about it that's kind of like, oh well. I mean, I wish there was something to cover up the hands or something, but other than that, it's actually pretty decent overall. You got a translucent cockpit, which you can't really put anything in because of the way it transforms and stuff, but it's translucent. That's kind of neat. Got a big old Decepticon badge right there. Yeah, some detailing up here as well. And just, he's got his guns, which I've got attached on them right now. You don't have to, but if you don't, it looks a little weird. Like, yeah, see, it kind of just looks a little weird because you got a thing jutting out, which it's his foot, but shh. And so I just put the guns on. It just looks better. You know, I got one purple one, which is a minigun of some sort, or chain gun, whatever you want to call it, and blasters or just cannons or something right here in blue. Let's see. Yeah, the rotor actually spins really well. Like, really well. It's actually pretty good. And it also wobbles a bit, which I think is part of what, you know, because of that, there's not a lot of friction. This spins okay, the back one, but not super well. That's a little disappointing, but hey, at least this one spins really well. You also got landing gear right there, which you can fold up if you want. Yeah, not too bad. I feel it's actually, I really like a good helicopter transformer, and I really enjoyed this one quite a bit. I think it looks pretty good, and I didn't do a transformation video with this guy because I think the instructions are decent enough and it's pretty easy to figure out. I'll mention a couple things as we go through, because I'm going to go ahead and transform it now to robot mode. So first thing you want to do, of course, is remove the guns and put them off to the side, like that. You know, just want to put those off, and then take these purple pieces and untab them. There's a tab here that goes in there, but there's also right here, there's a little tab on the foot here. There's a little tab right there that there's this slot here. You want to slot, when you're putting it back, you want to slot that over, and then right there, that way. So you want to get these out of the way. So get these out of the way like this, and then you can take the foot right here on this side, the right side of the helicopter. You want to move that forward, and then that frees things up, and then you can come down here and open this panel, and then extend the leg out like this and rotate it that way, move it down, and close this panel up, and right here untab the foot. That goes in really well, and then rotate it right here on this joint and bring it down like this, so then you got a full leg right there. That's one done. Now up here, what you want to do is, up here you want to untab this top piece right here like that. Want to untap that, so that then you can untab this bottom piece right here, which this can be a little tricky. You make sure it's all lined up when you're doing this. It can be sometimes a little stubborn about tabbing in, but once you do, it's actually pretty darn secure. But make sure you got it all the way tabbed in nice and solid right there. before you start doing anything else. And you untap that and move this whole front section forward like this, which then frees up this part so you can open up this panel. You can, you can take this foot, untap it from there like this, open up this panel and open up the leg like that. Rotate it this way. You can close up the panel. On mine, this panel also likes to pop out of its out right here, so just be mindful of that. It isn't doing it too lately, but yeah. Then here, this foot, you want to untap it from there. And this foot's a little different. You need to rotate it. You want to rotate it like this. You want to rotate this way and then like that, so it can face the correct direction on the leg right here. Otherwise, it's going to be facing the wrong way. It's a little extra complicated compared to the other leg because of its weird asymmetric nature. And you want to rotate the whole waist around so it looks like this. You make sure this is fully open like this. Take this back chunk, the rotor and the tail and rotor and everything. You split it right here and move it back and kind of sink it into the chest. Bring it forward so the chest is filling out and revealing the head. And then the rotor right here will also tab into the back of that right here, so that's all nice and solid. Then take this bit and tab it into the tail. Take the rotors and then put it up like this. And then you untab the arms like so. And there you have is robot mode. Spinister's robot mode. It's really good looking. Again, it's got a little bit more detailing right here. Some nice shiny bits right here on the chest. You got the Decepticon symbol. Nice, very bright blue mask with yellow eyes there on the face. See that? That's really good. I think a little bit of gold right there on the waist as well. And just there's a little bit of battle damage. Just barely noticeable, honestly. It's like just dirt on his legs, really. And a little bit, I think there's just very light scuffing on his forearms as well. This is weird because that stuff is difficult to see except in certain light, like, hey, say a reflection from a studio light or something. Yeah, otherwise, I think it's actually pretty good looking. The battle damage is fairly subtle, and probably if you really, really hate it, you can just get rid of it pretty easily. So there you go. The other thing is, when you're going back to helicopter mode, I'm just going to show this off real quick. You want to do that first and untab this, right? This can be a bit tricky to get perfectly right. You want to untab this for going back. And you kind of have to, kind of give it a little more force than probably you feel comfortable with when you're pushing the chest through. So just kind of do that. Like, I feel like that, untabbing the tail rotor, the tail first, and then kind of reaching in and just giving a gentle push with your thumb in the front will help feed it through. Just an FYI. I feel that makes it a little easier to deal with. Also, if you really want to, you can bring these rotors down, but that's not actually correct. So yeah, you should bring them up. And of course, his guns, which are kind of his replacements. They're not Target Masters, but they're the same colors as his old Target Masters, which apparently they are sold separately. One of them is came out with Rung, and that the final wave, and the other one is with the Skywarp pack. So good luck getting them if you want to have his proper Target Masters. But he does come with his normal guns as well. You can have them like this, or you can, if you want. Also, there's multiple. You see, there's a second hole and peg, so you can stack them like that and have them hold one gun, like just quad-barreled gun thing, if you want. Either way. Although I also do notice that because of the molding and stuff, he holds it just very slightly crooked on his hand because of how it's molded. So if that bothers you, yeah, sorry. That's just how it is. Yeah, that's the guns. You can hold them like that. Of course, he's got the peg holes for the weaponizers and all that stuff on the bottom of his feet as well, left side of his legs, side of his arms. Nothing really on the back. Well, there is if you see it there on the side. You're going to have to do that if you're going to peg anything on his back. Or just, bring it down. I guess you can sort of store let's see if I can do that. Yeah, you can kind of store the guns on the back right there if you want. Or however you wish. How does that look anyway? Yeah, because they're very shallow pegs, so those don't go in super well in there. But It kind of works. So there's just places to put the guns. Articulation though, his head can look in left and right. There's a platform it's on, so it can look forward and back. It can't really waggle because of limitations. I'm not sure it's a... I think it might be a ball joint, or yeah, it looks like it might be a ball joint, but if it is, it's very limited because of the sculpt. Also, shoulders can do a full 360 there. They can go outward pretty far. You got a bicep swivel, full range there. You got double jointed elbows because of the transformation, so that's nice. Waist swivel, very and clear there. That's good. The hips can go forward pretty far and back pretty far and out to full splits right there. Got a thigh swivel right here. Got a knee, which bends up that far, and if you undo the panel, you can really go far, although then you have to kind of, yeah, you have to do some stuff to get that sort of range. So just an FYI, compromise. And the feet actually got quite a bit of posability because of how it transforms. You can put it down, just a little bit, tiny bit of forward, I think. Yeah, just a little bit. It's like a degree. You got this rotation joint right here, so you can get, you know, decent ankle tilt there. Then because of the transformation joint, you got a lot more. If you really need a lot of ankle tilt, you got options. So yeah, I really like this. It's a good helicopter. It's a good robot. It's a really nice color scheme. Just very, you know, very synthwave. Again, I like that. I like that. So it's a really good. I really recommend picking this going up. It's one of the new characters for the final wave. Other one being Crosshairs, which is a repaint, so I didn't pick him up, but someone will. People will probably enjoy him anyway because it's a pretty decent mold in his own right. So I like this guy. I would recommend picking this one up for sure. It's really good. It's really nice Decepticon. So yep, that's it. I think, yeah, I really like this guy a lot. Weirdly enough, he's been like going on sale a lot. Like Amazon's been dropping him in price a lot since for the last few weeks or so. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, I got mine at Walmart. He's showing up there. He's been showing up at Amazon. Apparently, Hasbro Pulse has just started shipping them out. I think Big Bad Toy Store just got theirs in stock. It's a good figure, and I recommend picking them up. So yeah, I really like it. I just really like it a lot. I really like a good helicopter transformer. Like, you know, Springer or Blackout. Those are all good, and this one's good too. I just really like how these, you know, the legs are double both helicopter cockpits, even though that doesn't really make any sense. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I just like him. So yeah, I hope you like this. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and you know, check out Patreon, Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1, Coffee, all that stuff. And I hope to stick around and see more videos because there will be more coming out pretty soon. So see you then.